god, Noodle, Noodle just got, okay, so I have like a command that you can roll a d20, right?
Oh no.
And Noodle just got a 1, and I just think that's perfect.
We
don't
still all
my guys' chats.
How do I do the thing?
Arsenal's out.
I should probably, hold on, I should learn how to do this on my end at some point.
It is a useful thing, actually.
Okay.
I have to keep count of this.
There we
I
go.
fucked it up.
Okay, I sent you an invite. I did it.
Oh yeah, that thing.
That thing.
It just makes it easier for everybody. But yeah, with
Okay, actually, I was wrong about max fear. I can hold 12 fear.
Oh no.
Okay, I guess that's
Good to know.
fine.
Actually, I am getting close to the max.
Yeah, I was like, you're pretty up there already.
Yeah, I was like, you've got
There we
quite
go.
a few. Oh, where's
Echo,
my
now
little-
you can simultaneously talk in both chats once again, with only having to have one of them up.
Okay, let's
Hi, Hungry, you're
you
Echo.
need to go.
Oh, you're a Banoi, which is on the menu.
Mm.
Oh no, hold on. Sorry, you guys
Nom,
don't
nom,
you don't
nom.
need to see that. Hold on. Why are you showing that instead of It's not showing the right window.
Oh no.
Hold on. Showing
See,
every
this is the scuff that has to happen in every
Yeah.
stream. Every VTuber
Yep.
stream.
Every YouTuber collab stream. At least.
And it makes it 10 times worse when you're playing D&D, because then that's
Oh,
an
yes.
extra layer.
Oh, by the way, I did
Mhm.
because doing your weapons after you've made the character is a little bit easier than when you're making the character, because then you can actually put filters and stuff. I did pick the weapons that I wanted for Alexi since last game. So he has hand runes and a lasso.
Oh, right, yeah, we talked about this.
Mm.
Yeah, and that is all I'm going to elaborate on.
Make this weird.
A lasso.
A
don't worry about
lasso. There we go. Okay, we'll just do it that way.
Chat, be prepared for Arsenal's
Oh, I left my glasses in the bathroom.
arsenalness.
Tomfoolery and shenanigans.
What? I gotta get weird with it.
Oh my god, who are you gonna tie up with that?
I was like, why
I think
can't I see? Why am I blind? Because I didn't have my glasses
And-
on.
Enemies usually, but we'll see.
Perhaps snacks.
What?
Next.
That's not what I heard. I heard have sex, and I went, what?
Oh! We know what's on your mind, LD.
I don't think that says anything about what's on my mind. I think it's just my ears are broken.
Yeah, it's used.
I think
Your
my
ears
are
are
just
tuned
broken.
to it.
Look,
I'll be honest, I did take a second to pause myself. I was like, huh? Oh.
Yeah,
I'm gonna
see?
blame.
Okay.
Okay, that's the free pass. That's your one free pass. Okay.
For what? What did I do? What is my my free pass for what?
One of those days.
For sex?
I agreed.
My-
Here. Hi.
I'm sorry. I'm so sorry.
Right there.
Anyway,
figured-
hi everybody. Welcome.
I figured
Welcome to the Seekers
I took
Institute.
I took a gamble in guessing that there'd be enough scuff and preamble before the everything started proper. so that when I went audio live, I could still make my tweet and take my time on it. And I was right. There was enough stuff in preamble beforehand, so now I can actually address people.
Ayo.
Yeah, I keep forgetting that I'm like the one in charge.
Yeah.
I mean, technically
Technically
you guys,
speaking.
the streamers have to do their streamer stuff first.
Yeah, well, I mean, you know, everybody knows what they're here for, right? You guys know what you're here for. You don't need me to tell you. You don't. You read the title, right? You read the fucking title.
Welcome
Welcome to college.
very much the energy of those fucking news reporters from Hell of a Boss. Or no, yeah. Or the other one.
With the
Has-Been Hotel?
Has-Been Hotel, yeah. I was like, wait, what the fuck is the other one called? I don't know.
I honestly like Hell of a Boss more than Has-Been Hotel.
I think a lot of people have that same.
I've never actually seen Hell of a Boss. I've only seen Has-Been.
It's all right.
You need to see it.
I feel like
good.
I do, but at the same time, I'm also lazy.
You don't really have to watch it. If you just go online, clips will find you, and then you just.
Oh yeah, no. Well, I know. Believe me, I've seen it. I do. I do love me. Do love me some Millie. Sad she's straight.
Yep.
A mistake on the writer's part.
Is she straight, or is she in a straight relationship?
No, she is straight. If I remember right, she's straight. Moxie is pan. From what I've seen, it's either Moxie is pan or Moxie is bi. I think Moxie is pan. But yes, they are in a heteronormative relationship.
I thought Moxie was bi and Blitzo was pan.
I think that might be what it is.
And we've made it to college already.
Oh yeah.
All right.
Yeah, you guys know what we're here for. Welcome to college. Welcome to Veylthorn Seekers Institute. Wonderful Daggerheart game ran by Jake. You got all of us last time. LD and Sleepy and Meg and Will.
Hello.
And this fucking weird amalgamation of a dragon mushroom that I'm playing.
Let's just go ahead then, huh?
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Last time we were going through the first day at the Seekers Institute for the Wayfaring Adventurer. Immediately as the day started, basically, a few of our players got in trouble.
Okay, you know.
You can't even defend yourself. You actually did get in trouble.
Yeah, I'm going to start at most of it.
I feel like we were set up. Okay, I feel like I feel like we were set up. I feel like there was no way to win. We were.
The system is rigged.
The system is rigged. The system is rigged, man. The system is rigged.
This is why we can't have parents be teachers. I mean,
I don't know, man. I mean,
Not our teachers. That's just how it is. I'm sorry.
me and my mom are gonna duke it out. It's okay. It's all right. We'll get there.
See, this is better than an 8 a.m. coffee. 8 a.m. watching one of your friends fucking beat the fight with her mom in front of class. I
Both gonna turn
admittedly,
to full goats and just start ramming each other.
yeah, I was gonna say I don't have any high hopes for Basil winning that conflict. Like Rosemary got the years and the experience, but good effort, Basil. Preemptive, good effort.
I have what I have on my side though is a severe lack of what's the word I'm looking for?
Give a fuck?
Yeah, basically, I lack a sense.
Because of your severe dependence on glow dust, which I'm going to reveal right now.
Oh shit! Oh, I have drugs. I take the glow dust.
So,
oh fuck yeah, let's go, man.
Let's read about drugs, everyone.
the main drug in Veylthorn is glow dust. It is extracted from glowing mushrooms that are found in the underground of Solace Gate. there are multiple like different colonies that people keep about, and Basil found one herself, so she's been spreading the love recently.
She has a little damp little thing like under her bed, just growing mushrooms.
Why does the underside of your bed glow?
Shh! Don't worry about it.
Cultivated glow dust under your bed. I love that. Okay, well, sure, that's not the thing. Okay. Yes. As per our other mechanic here, glow dust can reduce anxiety, but you gain independence on it. And as you gain dependence, you start having to take rolls to not gain anxiety or, well, lose your rest actions, essentially.
Ooh, okay.
Basically, you'll be sitting around high instead of doing actual, like, productive things. Basically. But, additionally, we have another edit to the grading system. If you notice at the very bottom here, I have changed the DC marker for it. It is going to be 10 plus every additional non-required class that you have taken. So anything that's required for you, not counting towards it. Everything else that you added on, you got to beat that. You have to beat that DC once at the end of the week.
Okay.
During downtime, every time you have a short rest or a long rest, you can study as a downtime action and give yourself a bonus lower the DC for you. But you're going to be gaining anxiety as you are studying.
Okay.
Interesting.
And finally, we have friendship.
Friendship.
But friendship, another scale, 1 to 10. After you hit 6 friendship with somebody, no, actually, after you hit 4, sorry, you can gain an experience, and they will be upgraded as you go on. You can, if you have 6 friendship with a teacher or a mentor adult figure of some sort, they can actually become your mentor, and you can gain an actual effect instead. Essentially, an extra card.
But we still can't romance them.
No romancing the teachers.
Generally. I mean, do you want to roll me a charisma check? Or like, what's the...
Not right now. I don't have...
Do you want to... you need to roll it against me. You have to convince Jake today.
My current options are my mom or Alice's dad.
Which, let's be real, one of those options is incredibly funny.
True. That is so true. So true.
Yeah.
There are the Seekers as well. They are around. They exist. I mean, they are twice your age, but, you know.
I mean, hey, whatever. Experience, that's fine.
Sometimes experience gets the job done.
If you want to bang the sleepy...
mentorship,
Yeah.
The sleepy praying mantis, go ahead, baby. I don't know.
I was talking about Lucian. What the fuck are you on about? I know what I'm about. Unfortunately, the mantis is not it, cute as they are.
Just for stream, I just pulled back up Lucian in case anybody needs to remember what Lucian looks like. What are they called?
There's Thorn.
Now? What are they? Because they changed the name of the. They're not called daemons anymore. Is it Infernus?
Infernus or something.
Yes.
Yeah.
For your D&D players, this is your typical tiefling.
Yeah, it's very tiefling.
Yeah.
Which
that is the
new
updates.
Cool.
stuff.
Sweet. Awesome.
So we were going into free period.
Yeah.
By the way,
What's everyone doing for this free period?
by the way, does this count as like a new like session? So are we back up to 2 hope again, or
Yeah, take
are
your
we
2 hope. Take your 2 hope.
Okay, cool.
Oh, okay.
Everybody gets
Awesome.
2 hope.
Thank you.
So make use of try to use your hope if you can before you end the session.
Yeah. Because me over here, I have 3 from last session, so
Yeah.
So
Try not
do
to
the hope?
because you lose the +2 that you gain out of the new session.
yeah.
Okay, so I was
Use
gonna
your
say
hope.
they don't. Yeah, I was like they don't transfer over, right?
No.
Yeah, you start always with 2 hope, but you don't. Yeah, you don't get to like hoard.
Yeah.
Hope,
No,
essentially.
Do they reset? Actually, I need to double check that.
Let's find out.
I
Let's
wouldn't be
go, hope.
surprised. Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if they do reset. But that is good to
It
know.
would incentivize people to use them.
Right.
Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah.
The Daggerheart page is going slow.
Sorry, everybody.
We are waiting till that loads.
This is a new game. It's a new system, so all of us are kind of learning together. Now, some of us, such as Sleepy and myself and Arsenal, have played. We did the playtest version. But basically all that is that we know the basics, but there's a lot of stuff that changed between like playtesting and release.
Then
Yeah.
a break for half a year.
Yeah.
We had to remake our characters completely because none of
We
it
did.
worked the same.
Yeah. It was wild.
I'm still so mad that they took the headbutt away from Vaughn's.
That was
Yeah,
that was
was-
like a fun
Headbutt.
thing.
That
The
was
headbutt
fun.
was so baller.
I don't know.
You killed somebody with it once.
I did. I full
You
send just crushed a dude's head.
did.
It
Oh
was
my
great. They
gosh.
touched my little brother. I was gonna fucking murder him.
I mean, you still get the kick, though. I mean, that's kind of.
I do. Yeah, you do still get the kick. That is nice. That is a nice little
Yeah.
trade-off. Is to get the
I
kick.
have a question
All
about
right,
blow
Debbie played is
buffs.
being real slow today. So
I'll just say it's.
I'll just say you guys keep them for now.
Okay, that's fine.
I have a question about glow dust.
Uh-huh.
If it's derived from mushroom,
Does
Uh-huh.
do you?
how
Do you
effective
know?
on me?
Oh, that's a valid
It is effective
question.
on you.
Okay, so it.
Okay,
Oh.
so still effective.
Which
I
is
was
very
gonna
weird
ask
to
if he
you.
could grow his own.
And also,
as we
is it one of the
established-
shrooms that grows on me, or if I do enough of it, will I start
No,
to
it's
grow?
different.
As we have established, I have done extensive research. None of the mushrooms that I have taken from Alexi are the same in which I am currently growing under my bed. I feel like maybe not under my bed. Maybe they would be like, because I feel because
They're
if
in the
they're
closet.
mushrooms, yeah, it's like I need to make like under like a little like I've made myself basically like a little like terrarium like in the
Underneath your
closet.
vest. I love
Yeah,
it.
because it needs to be probably damp. I would imagine like they're mushrooms.
Oh, my-
Yeah.
So,
imagine you built it in like, because most
Typically, it
dwarves
also
have,
grows
like,
on stone, so you'd probably have to actually like rip up the wood to do
Oh,
that.
You're just growing it in the shower.
I did, yeah, right. There you go.
You're just
No.
growing it in the shower.
I just
It's
have like a.
Haircut.
I literally just have like a slab of stone sitting.
The shower.
Oh my god.
So we are in
Okay,
free
don't
period,
forget.
right?
Yes.
Don't forget, Arsenal. There are things about Daggerheart. The cool thing about it is when you want to add a part of the lore to the game, just go ahead and add and like just do it. You don't need to ask the question about Glowdust. Be like, hey, do you think that it's still effective on me? Or instead you go, I think that it is still effective on me and that slowly I'll begin growing them. So
Yeah,
you don't need to pose it as a question anymore.
We'll see what happens because
You're
if we're in
part of
free
the world
if,
building, my friends.
if we're in a free period and I'm not about to sit around and have 4 anxiety. off the rip. Now, especially now that we've kind of reduxed our grading system a little bit. So I'm
keeping the anxiety.
Alexi's gonna send it for a second with a little glow dust, and hopefully after this, I won't need.
You're gonna use your free period just on.
Yeah, I think if it's been a week, I think he's already like learned about it more again from Basil.
Definitely,
definitely. Day fucking one. I really do think day one was him learning about this stuff's existence because Basil was like, you grow mushrooms. Are any of them like this stuff? You know?
Yeah. I'm literally like comparing and like contrasting and like that's why like I have like a whole page of my notes.
Anyone have a similar effect?
Yeah.
And again he has no like what's the word, like comparison for like, or like,
yeah,
he has no reason to think this is a bad thing, or this is a thing that I should not be doing. He lived in the fucking wood. He's probably got stuff similar to this over there. There's like time to go on vision quests or whatever. So yeah, I think free period he'll ask Basil if he could have a portion to deal with the nerves of day one.
I thought you would never ask, Alexi. Oh, I'm so excited. This is just like a fun little like, I guess like flavor thing of sorts. One of the things as a druid, I get to choose between like two different like little items. One of them's like a pendant I found in the dirt or something, and the other one is a small bag of rocks and bones.
Rocks and bones.
Yeah.
Big ol' air quotation marks.
But the thing is, like, so obviously I chose a bag of rock and bone. So I do think there are rocks and bones in them. I think that like she's got like a little bag. Now, rocks, I think more is like some of them are just pretty rocks and some of them are like crystals. And there are
you had to put the voice on.
And there are like little animal bones and things that she like puts in there, but also she just keeps like a couple of little mushrooms. She dries
drugs.
them out. They're
Straight
dried.
up drugs.
They're dried out. She dries them. She keeps them at the bottom. You know, it's fine. I also, okay, so this is a little off track here. I apologize. My partner got me this book for Christmas, and I haven't really messed with it that much, but I was like messing around with it today, and it's this like RPG guide to building a background for your character. I'd have to go grab the book, but it's basically like this book, and it's got like a bunch of questions that you can ask yourself to help like build a better backstory for your characters. And it's really cool. And I was like messing around with it and stuff, and it like asked, you know, like, is there like an item or something that your character carries and it's like unsettling to others? And I was like, oh yeah, definitely the small bag of rocks and bones. But not because like it has rocks and bones in it, but because the bag itself is like weird, like it's like it looks like it was made out of leather at some point, but there's like moss growing on it, and and you're like, how?
And it's slowly growing its own glow dust. How about that?
Yeah. There's like there's like teeny tiny. You know, like those little like micro, like mushrooms, like the teeny tiny little ones. I think like just a couple of those are just like on the bottom of the bag.
It's slightly glowing at this point.
Yeah. There's just it's like a little like if she moves too fast, a little like of dust, just kind of like.
You just accidentally get a guy high by
just walking by. Somebody's like a poor gnome is just like nose level with my bag. So
I just get smacked in the face. And he's just gone.
I do think because of Alexi's weird anatomy, this is a rare instance where there might be some more visual phenomena happening when someone takes glow dust, specifically because it's derived from mushrooms and he's part shroom. I think wherever they are for the free period, like just hanging out, he doesn't even eat it really. You give him like the portion, and you'll see like little mycelial tendrils like come out from the tips of his fingers and just kind of wrap around it, and then it just kind of absorbs into his hand. And then I think there's like a dull light that kind of like shines from the mycelium network that is the rest of his body, and you can see like there's that little chest hole where you can see into the body cavity. You can see just a dull little light kind of glow as he incorporates it into the entirety of the mycelial network.
Alexi, you know that I think you're great, but I gotta admit that was a little freaky.
I apologize. I do not.
No, you don't. You don't have to apologize. You don't have to apologize, big guy. It's all good. It's all part of nature, man.
And then whatever sentence we was gonna say, stops as he kind of sits down and like, oh, as the glow dust begins to work.
Yeah.
So you lose 2 anxiety. I need you to make a strength roll. So if you didn't know, strength is also your general body's like it's also your constitution stat in this game. So
it says I can reduce it by 6.
Oh, actually by 6. Sorry, I was wrong.
That's what you wrote, Jake.
I did write that. I wrote that a week ago. Okay.
Basically, this is my hope that I don't need a dependency on this after, soon after this, because that'll bring me down to 0.
Yeah.
And then I just won't get anxious, right? That's how I deal with anxiety, right, guys? I just won't get anxious.
Just won't get anxious. Yeah.
Just pass every roll.
So I know that you were like, you don't have to ask questions. You could just, but also I'm gonna ask questions. Would you? Because I feel like I don't know how this would work with like the rolling. That's mostly I just need to know how it would work with rolling. Basil most certainly has a fairly high tolerance for this stuff, I would imagine.
Yeah.
So like, is this just like a situation where like, if I want to get rid of anxiety,
a lot more than everybody else,
right? I just have to take
high.
Yeah, like if I like, and I have to, because like I'm gonna be honest, Basil's like micro dosing on a pretty regular basis.
Yeah. But then every once in a while, when you actually take glow dust, like you want to go full in, you know.
Right. Well, that's what I'm saying. Like in order for me to delete anxiety, I need to get full out high.
Yes.
Okay.
I feel like it's more just a flavor wise, like cool.
At this point.
Well,
because
luckily, go on.
I was gonna say it's just because Basil, like flavor wise, Basil just takes bigger doses than everyone else to get the same like anxiety reduction.
Right. Yeah.
Where without having to like mess with mechanics and stuff like that, it just that comes down to a flavor thing, I think.
Absolutely.
Well, luckily, though, we're still in the 1 to 2 area of dependency where there's no effect because that was a 9 with fear. I can only roll fucking fear with Alexi. I've rolled only fear every roll.
That's definitely a failure with fear. You're 3 dependency off of that, sir.
I think the glow kind of incorporates itself a little. I think what happens is where normal people would have like, okay, and now it's wearing off. There's just a faint glow that just stays now. It's beginning. The mycelial network has now been introduced to a new spore, and it's attempting to assimilate, and if it can't, it might get rid of it, but right now it's in the process of attempting, which might take some time.
I realize I need to make a mechanic for reducing dependence. How about I should make it every time you resist dependence, you can go back down.
Yeah.
That'll work.
Okay, yeah.
That would probably be it.
Yeah, now we're in a state of the mushroom. It's just trying to assimilate.
The pupils blow out.
Very soon you will just be all glow dust.
Yeah, you're a walking apothecary.
Right. I also do think that because Basil did get like 3 anxiety last session.
But also,
I'm like, yeah, Alexi, I'm going over with you, buddy. Like,
where are you guys doing this specifically? Where are you?
We have like dorms, right? Like, this is.
Yeah, so you just do it in the dorm? All right.
I mean, there's like a system, right? Like, there's a system. Yeah. There's like the door is cracked slightly. There's a towel under the door. This is. You don't have to do all that for mushrooms. But there's like a system. She's got a system. She knows there's like a little bell on the door, so if somebody tries to like, literally I'm talking like a little jingle bell, like on a string. So, you know, we're in a controlled environment. She wants, because this is Alexi's first time. This isn't a controlled environment.
As you're aware.
As far as we're aware.
Joining them and getting high. I'm just wondering now.
What's up?
What do you think we did? What do you think we did in the
woods?
Woods?
Joining them.
Oh yeah. So yeah. So we're in Basil's dorm room.
Would this count as a short rest?
Sure. We'll call this a short rest.
Yeah.
Sweet. So I need to. Right. What do I need to? I mean, need to make a strength. You said strength.
Strength, correct.
Okie dokie.
This is DC 10.
Okay, DC 10. I have a -1 to strength.
Yeah.
Oh boy. Okay. Oh! I got double 2s. Okay, so it doesn't.
That's a crit.
Got a
crit. So like,
get your double hope and you're really good.
I was like, I still pass, right? Because it's a crit. Like it's
reduce your dependency by 2.
Now short rest has moves that you can do. While you're short resting. One of them is the prepare move. Describe how you prepare yourself for the path ahead, and gain a hope. If you choose to prepare with 1 or more members of your party, you gain 2 hope.
So
sitting down and getting high
drugs in this campaign is a downtime action.
So prepare wouldn't
it would
count.
Be like other.
You can't double up and get both prepare and.
All right, but I didn't even get the hope out of that.
Nope.
You got the lowered anxiety.
That's your bonus. Is your anxiety went down.
Yeah, exactly. That's what you get.
There are 2 actions.
You had the other option of just doing a regular downtime and just getting rid of some too. You could have done it the normal way.
There are 2 moves though that you can do. So one move I'll set it as other for doing drugs. Can I do a prepare move? As basically like once he kind of comes down that he. Okay, cool. So once he's kind of coming down a little bit, he will do a prepare move, and either with just Basil or join the rest of the crew and maybe like get his papers in order. I think preparing will literally be getting prepared for class and like asking what is it you know what, Alice and
Callie?
I think Alice, Callie, but honestly, everyone here, I think Alexi thinks is much more prepared than he is for any of this stuff. So he'll just join the rest of the group and like be asking them to like if he has everything in order, if it's correct, if his notes look fine, and I'll have that as my prepare action.
Also, I just want to say, so I have this ability called Wild Touch. And so in the midst, like at the peak of our high, I am growing like in the palm of my hand. I'm like showing you, you're just enraptured. I keep like growing things and then letting them like wilt and die and then like growing another, and it like they're getting like progressively like more kind of unhinged. Like it starts as like a flower and then it's like a really weird, like it's like a Venus flytrap, and then it's so, like shit like that, and it
You guys are also hallucinating a little bit too. These are very, again, it's a mild hallucinogen on top of it, so it's just wild. But you guys, we have been spending a lot of time on the high chair here.
We got
you guys are very excited about drugs. Thank you.
We gotta let him test out the drug system. It's all good.
And this was a tutorial.
And here's your tutorial on drugs.
Yeah. Ta-da!
Also, I forgot. I didn't get a fear from Alexi. You
get no fear from me.
My brain. No. Oh no. Yeah, I still keep mine though. Let's see. But what is everybody else doing on there for their short rests here?
God, yes, please take it away from us.
I got a question. It says that I have Celestial Trance that I can use to get an additional downtime move. So with that, can I study twice? Can I be studying twice as hard?
You want to do a double study right now?
Yeah.
Okay.
We'll get to anxiety from this.
Yes.
That's okay. It's only 5.
Okay. Sure.
Yeah, this is going to end badly later on.
Your anxiety and do your double study. So, like, did you just go straight to the library?
Yeah. Just, like, straight to the library. Just no questions, not talking to anyone, just library.
You're just so pissed off about having to have gone to the headmaster's office. You're like, I'm not talking to Basil. I am gonna go study. I'm gonna be the best student.
She's gonna study and see if she can find dirt on her dad to just like leave in class to publicly embarrass him. She knows this library. She knows everything, everywhere.
When you are coming out of, or when you're going into the library, there's a student who is currently talking to the library. It is a Galapa.
Galapa.
I love Galapas. They're like one of my favorite races in this one.
Oh,
okay. It's okay. I love okay.
Books on flowers.
I love him so much.
He's turning and talking to we talk to the librarian. Gets directed, and he notices Alice sitting with just a pile of books.
My God, he's friend-shaped.
He's so friend-shaped.
Hello there. Are you okay?
Yes. Are you?
I'm
Can
okay.
I help you? Okay.
Yeah, that's my name.
That's a name. Okay. Hello. Okay.
Hi there.
Hi. Do you
What?
need some help?
Nope, I'm fine. Why do you have so many books?
Because I have too much time and too many books to read. She just starts flipping through the book again, like trying to keep conversation but still reading.
I don't know if you are okay. This is day one, ma'am.
We all have to start somewhere. Why not start at the beginning? Day one. Sounds good to me.
Okay. Don't kill yourself, please.
Jesus Christ.
Oh my god.
Thanks. Little more with their buddy. Okay.
I've had okay for 5 minutes. And if anything ever happened to them, I would kill everyone in this room and myself. I love them so much. I had to mute my microphone because I was laughing so fucking hard.
He's a good boy. He's a good boy.
I love them. They're so good.
Everyone in love with
He
the
signed
picture.
all of his word, like all of his signatures with OK and a
Okay.
And what?
A little,
smiley face and the O.
a
Okay.
little
Aw.
smile. He's the Oh.
It's gonna hurt so much more when we come back and it's like, yeah, he died on a mission.
Oh, yeah.
Don't do that. Don't put that idea in the head.
I mean, he's the one talking about dying already. I didn't do it. I didn't start this.
I'm gonna die tomorrow.
All right, Percy and Callie. What are you up to?
I feel like Callie is also studying, but she is kind of out in the like. There's a nice open, naturey courtyard, like not so much a garden, but kind of a nice garden, flowers, that aren't going to kill you and stuff like that. She is out enjoying the sun. And she's probably got her head in any random book from one of the classes.
A dwarf sits next to you. He is in a Hawaiian shirt, currently with his hair up in a bun, long hair up in a bun. His beard is braided. He's got sunglasses on. And he has a hurdy-gurdy in his hand, and he is currently tuning it. Hey.
Hi.
Well, first day treating you.
Apparently some of my team? Apparently they've already gone to the principal. Yeah.
I heard about them.
Oh no, it's spreading. She's gonna put her head down in the book for a second.
Whatever. You're you're friends with the cool kids.
Apparently.
Yeah, I heard that one of them was the daughter of a teacher here. Huh.
I think both of them are daughters of different teachers.
Oh no!
Yeah. Can't. Honestly, so glad that I do not have to deal with that. I don't think I could deal with seeing my parents at school.
Yeah, glad I don't have kids.
Yeah. Your tuning's a little off there. She's gonna point at the string he was messing with.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah,
just preparing for class. I got to go teach, music 101 after this. Gosh, I also get my makeup on.
You get brighter.
What was that?
You get brighter. In
Brighter?
reference with the shirt, it's really bright.
Oh, yes, it is. No, I don't get brighter. I actually go darker.
Oh, neat.
You're not. You don't look very bardish.
No, I can't carry a tune in a bucket.
Yeah, that's why you should have joined Music 101. That's exactly how you learned.
I don't think anyone wants to hear that.
Yeah, that's the point. Everyone sucks.
You gotta suck to get better.
Well, if I'm gonna suck at something, I'd rather suck in private and then be better in front of people.
Oh, perfectionist understood.
I mean, if I'm gonna do something for someone, it's gonna be good.
Well, the point of school is that you're supposed to suck. We gotta do it in public. I'm teaching you that now.
I think the point of school is to learn.
Well, that's how you learn. You suck.
Can we say suck one more time?
She's giving him the most like kind of squinting, like okay.
Yeah, just some advice from somebody who's been around for 100 years. Like, have a good rest of your day. And he just walks on off.
She's just kind of like confused little wave of like, have fun with the makeup.
I sort of imagine that that meme with John Travolta from from Pulp Fiction.
Yeah.
Where he's just like looking around with his arms out, you know?
Yeah. Callie is like mentally kind of like, she's gonna like kind of look around a little bit like, do I look like I need people to come talk to me?
Therapy?
And she's gonna just like, okay, and she's gonna go back to her book, do her study.
Okay. Go ahead and do your study action there.
Yup. She's going to do my study. Do. Let me look at doing study again. Where did it go? It's anxiety.
And finally, Percy. What's going on? What's Percy up to?
Well, after that introduction that we had at, I guess, like, wait, am I audible?
Yes,
Yeah.
we got you.
Yeah.
Perfect. Yeah, after that introduction that we got, sort of during orientation, and I think we've already been through class, right? Okay, so definitely hitting the books. Gonna use one of the actions to study. And
Okay.
Also, curious to see if he can talk or start speaking with the one of the seekers that was the Seraph. Was it Cinderwinter that was the Seraph?
Temenos.
Temenos. Okay.
Temenos the Inquisitor.
That
We're gonna try to find Temenos. Okay.
creepy
I
little
did love
fucker.
last time everybody going, and Will going, oh my god.
we literally all went, ew.
Well, you find he is so the institute has different levels of schooling as well. So they're actually younger kids on the other side of campus. So he's actually with a group of kids. And he is performing a puppet show.
Puppet show.
Yeah.
Heavy Tales, but puppet show.
Oh my god.
Okay. Well, if he's in the middle of a puppet show, I'll watch the puppet show for a second, see if there's kind of gauge how long it'll go on, since I don't want to interrupt.
It was previously almost at the end. It's he seems to be telling a story of how the Seekers were actually went out into the world. Not really going into detail, making it a little flowery for kids, yada yada. And how the Seekers Institute has been established. But yeah, he's got different finger puppets for all the different Seekers and a couple monsters that the Seekers have been beating in battle. And after the performance, he pops out and says, "Well, little hatchlings, it's time to get back to your classes." Oh, thank you all, and may the solace bring you rest, or something like that.
I hate this guy.
And after all the kids all run off, he'll turn to me to you because you're the only adult who's over. Hello there. What can I do for you today?
Well, Inquisitor, I came by because I wanted to see about establishing, rapport, seeing as I'm a seraph and wanting to learn more about what that means and, I guess, best practice for up and coming seraphs.
That one is difficult, little fledgling. Let me think. My advice to someone new in the flame. Do not get caught up in the doctrine. The doctrine exists as rules that should be followed. But even the doctrine should be questioned. He'll just give you a little wink.
Okay. See. All right, he's intrigued. He's intrigued by that kind of an unexpected answer. Let me see here. Well, when was a time that that you saw differently from doctrine then?
Relationships.
Oh,
Those high up in the church are not allowed to, well, marry.
of course.
And there's really no reason for it.
I can see that perspective. Forgive me, I should have started by asking more about yourself. Let me see here. What was it gonna go with? It was gonna be
Oh, Percy's so formal.
let's see. And then
He's
so
the one kid who grew up in the wilds, but just was actually like, wait, I want to learn though.
he's trying his best.
Everyone's like, try to survive, kid. It's like, no, wait, learn.
Flipping like through a little notebook to see what he's going to ask the seeker.
So
Yeah.
So Percy asks him what inspired him to take this path so seriously. You know, obviously it's the solace does a great deal for everyone, but in particular, why follow this path?
when I was young, I was brought outside of the gates. And I witnessed a terrifying creature. I was saved by the lead flame bearer at the time, who became my mentor. He was a very stringent man. He was a very rules-oriented man. There are a lot of things that I disagree with him to this day. But he is the one who not only saved my life, but he brought me down a path that I don't regret.
Wonderful. I think that resonates with me quite a bit. And let's see, one last question. Anything you recommend as far as getting in a good word with some of the other instructors? Any
other instructors? Specifically?
Like, I know who's the instructor for. This will be like an out of character question for the rites and rituals class.
Oh, Raven, Miss Raven,
perfectly.
Miss Raven Falmore, or Falmore. She is. She's something. Good luck.
That's amazing.
He's gonna take that really seriously and think about it way too hard.
Oh, Percy. Percy's such a sweet baby.
He's so sweet.
What a sweet baby. I can't wait to get him high. I'm just joking. I wouldn't do that. Unless. Hey, if you end up with a lot of anxiety, don't be afraid to come talk to Basil.
Basil take care of you.
Basil take care of you.
Visit the apothecary.
Might as well be.
Well, the bathroom.
Yeah, she's something like that.
So,
Welcome back.
He'll just say, "Yep, good luck with that, and bye," and just walk away.
Bye for now.
Like walk or like speed walk away.
I'm sorry, I almost forgot. May the solace bring you rest.
And you as well.
But every time he says
peace
that, there's
unto
almost like this
you.
little bit of a smirk on his face that's like,
This guy's trouble.
he's doing it. He's doing the thing, but it's like he kind of half doesn't.
He's kind of being cheeky about it.
Yeah.
Is there something like an insight check I can do?
I believe so, isn't there?
Yeah,
I still need to remember all the different checks.
I think it's what would it be?
I think it's
instinct? Or would it be knowledge? Because it's like perceive, sense, navigate. Knowledge is like recall, analyze, comprehend.
Right?
I guess knowledge because it's analyze, right? Would it be analyze?
Or analyze. Let's go with analyze.
Yeah, so use your knowledge trait.
Okay. And then to use hope does what
2D.
again?
So you roll 2d12s. You
Yeah.
designate one as your fear dice and one as your hope dice, and then you'll whichever one is higher, you'll say with fear or with hope, whichever dice rolls higher, and then or if you want to use one of your experiences, if you think it would be a moment that you can argue your experience would work here, and you get a +2 to the roll, you would spend a hope to do that if you think one of your experiences would work.
Okay.
Yeah, so each of those different types of rolls are they're literally just guides. They're just examples. So it's not like 5e where you have specific types of rolls. So this is like either, we'll just call this a general knowledge roll, essentially. Right? Like, it doesn't matter what we call it. So if you want to ask, hey, I want to do this type of roll. Yeah. To do an action. So it's... Yeah. But do you think you have any experience that would help you with meeting people?
No, not really.
Okay.
Yep, so straight knowledge.
That'll
Oh, and you do add the numbers together, and then you just with fear or with hope is whichever one is higher.
Right. So that'll be with I have a -1 to knowledge, so that'll be 13 with hope.
That's not too bad.
All right, take your hope.
The -1. That's not bad at all.
You're a bastard.
Yeah, that's very good. That's definitely.
Oh, and anytime you roll with hope, you also gain.
It is a fail with hope, just because this is a seeker, that you're talking to.
Okay.
But you do kind of like there might be, you could just tell there's a reason why he's called the Inquisitor.
Okay.
That's the most I'll give you. Yeah, he heads on out.
Okay.
You do gain a hope out of that. You rolled with hope, so you gain.
And also, you do learn something else about him. He is the person who is leading, leading the child, the low grade Secret Institute.
And he can put on a mean puppet show.
Yes, he can.
Excellent.
Everybody's had their own time.
Yep.
So, I'm gonna have some fun here, and we're gonna go straight into Music 101.
Oh boy, okay.
Have fun.
I think Alice is the only one who took that class, right?
Yeah.
Hey, let me go.
She's the
I
bard.
had to use this character.
Yeah.
So at the start of class, everybody is filled, like the room is filled up with the different bard students. Aza was there. Perrin Sayre is also there. For some reason, Bookish is there. You don't know why.
Aw, I forgot about how cool Bookish was.
Oh shoot!
I think just gonna go sit next to Bookish and just like
I forgot.
stare at him confused for a few seconds and just accept it and just sit down.
Yeah, he has a harmonica. He can't play the harmonica.
Oh.
She's just gonna sigh and stare at him and smile and nod and then pull out her violin and start getting that ready.
So it takes there's like 10 minutes. There's no teacher.
He wasted all his goddamn time talking to me. He should have been putting his fucking makeup on.
But as like the 10-minute mark comes in,
Because it takes 10 minutes to put the Skype.
jumping through the front door.
Yes.
This man.
Yes.
I was so cute.
I love that.
I was like, what do you mean? What makeup does he have to... Fuck yeah.
He goes darker. Yeah, it's... Uh-huh. Oh
You
my
know?
god.
I'm resenting my choice to be a sorcerer at the very moment.
You could still take Music 101. You want to just be here?
Look at this fucker.
He looks so weird without the beard. I don't like that the artist
I don't like
included
that.
The player does. I mean, welcome to Men with Beards. This is what happens. As one, I can confirm.
As a guy with a beard.
Me pointing downstairs at Mike. I am aware of what happens. It still looks weird. I think the weirdest part to me is it literally looks like and this is obviously no offense against the original artist, whoever did this. It looks like it's just like he needs to have a more squared out jaw.
The beard is for.
That's just his. That's the problem. That's his face. That's why he got the beard.
I think he got the beard because of genetics, and he's a dwarf.
Yeah, well, that's part of it.
Well, yeah, but in general,
most men are right. We have something.
You're not a
face shape that does not work for us.
Yeah,
beard fix it with a beard.
When you're not a dwarf, grow facial hair. If you can't do that, sorry.
Yeah, he just immediately. He doesn't even say anything. He just goes into a full-on scream.
God, I met this guy. I met this guy at Louder Than Life a couple years ago when I was at that festival. I know this man.
I was like, I've definitely met this guy before. I've definitely.
Again,
oh yeah.
If you got to retroactively say you're taking this class, go ahead.
Oh no.
Lexi wouldn't. Lexi
yeah, it's
wouldn't
like
have
no. Basil's not. She loves music. She loves listening to music. She's not playing an instrument. That's not.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Same vibes.
But God.
You cut out so bad I couldn't even hear you.
I kind of love that.
I got the gist.
Yeah. The general idea was there.
So
the idea was there. Discord was just like, I'm gonna ruin the reason you decided to do this.
It's the growl, man. It's the growl.
Yeah, it's just so hard to pick up. Freaking Discord's got such weird, the audio suppression is
Noise
so
suppression.
Weird.
Yeah.
Yeah. So.
I think it's because they're trying to add AI to it. It's like.
Don't. I don't want to. I don't want to think about it.
All right. Yeah. Well, this is the main reason why I wanted to do this class. But Thordrum basically just goes ahead and after his little entrance, he actually sits down. He sits down on the front of his desk, and he just kind of goes over basic syllabus on how this class will work.
And it's
he
actually the most. He's like, and if you turn to page 5, you'll see this. Just so normal about it. Just so unbelievably normal about it.
Exactly.
This time she actually listens and is taking notes and is like, oh, this seems interesting, and circling things, highlighting things. Just in spite of her dad, I'm not going to do anything with her dad's class. She's not going to do anything. She's doing the bare minimum. But she's actually into this class. So she's taking notes, actually paying attention. Very confused by the teacher about paying attention.
All right. Well, as everybody should know about music, it's about expressing yourself. Well, being free. And he'll just point straight to Azo, like that guy. He's got it.
Oh, yeah. Azo.
She just starts snickering.
Are you high in my class, sir?
Alice just covers her mouth, snickering, not trying to say anything, but is nodding slightly as she laughs into her hand.
He just looks at him and just says, "You see, everyone needs to start doing that. This is how we do this."
Oh my
Alice
god.
glances to the door for a second, contemplating do I actually need to take this class? Hold on a second.
The great teacher. Yeah, Thordrum is he will go through the entire class. He's a bit of a chaotic teacher. He is normal, and then he'll just say out of pocket right afterwards. He'll teach you music theory 1 second, and then he'll just be like, "Well, you have to have your drugs in the at the early stage of your life, and really feel."
I love this guy.
That's the only way your music can be real.
This guy's the best. So much better than that other weirdo.
But so yeah, at the same time, other classes are happening. I believe we should have couple. I'm trying to think here, which one isn't happening, or the ones that Alice didn't take it. She's by herself at this point.
Yep.
So I need to go through all of your classes again. I need to move them onto like a specific chart.
If you want to send
for
them to me, I can make a spreadsheet.
I'll do that after this. I'm actually the other person who has the most classes is Callie, so I'll have a feeling that I could just look at Callie's.
Yeah.
I did pin it right. Yeah. Rituals. Oh, we could do. I believe that Alice isn't taking alchemy.
She is taking alchemy.
Oh, you are?
Yes.
Crap, you're taking so much.
I am taking almost every class there is. I think I'm taking 5. No, I'm taking 6 extra classes.
Yeah, you're gonna have a very high DC on very hard.
Yeah, that's why I'm gonna be studying a lot. I have a grand total of 15 classes.
Oh, fucking popping my knuckles over here. Got a whole bunch of them in one go.
Oh wait, you did take everything.
Did you take cooking?
No, you didn't take cooking.
I did not.
Let's do cooking.
Did I take cooking? I don't fucking remember. I don't think No, I didn't. I don't think I took cooking.
Amazing.
All right, for those who did take cooking.
Hi.
Hello.
Good luck with that.
Was it... Wait, Percy, did you take cooking? Or are you...
No, I did not do cooking, no.
Oh, it's just Basil and Alexi again. Oh god. I feel like this is gonna become a theme.
You guys got high and went straight into food.
Oh,
yeah.
Fuck yeah. Let's
The best
go.
place to do this.
So, essentially home economics, but the person who is leading is a very short elven woman.
Oh, Iwi! Oh my god, I love.
Oh my god, she's a fucking anime character.
Adorable.
What's wrong with her? You two tripping absolute fucking balls. Like, what's wrong with her eyes? Are there stars in them?
They're just so shiny. This is actually art done by my friend Amanda.
I love it.
Yeah.
Love it. Love her. She's so cute.
She is. She's adorable. We got okay. Now we have Iwi. So I love it. I love it so much.
I'm Iwi. I am the cooking and alchemy and a couple other things teacher. What other classes am I doing? Doesn't matter. Cooking. why don't we just get started on cooking something?
Right on.
Let's kind of like just actually let's start with this. How much do you guys know how to use knives?
This feels like a trick question. Do you,
A cooking knife.
Oh, far less experience with cooking knives.
I've used obsidian daggers.
All right. Well, we have cooking knives for everyone to borrow. And I'm going to teach you all how to properly wield one so that you don't cut yourself or other people.
Blood circle.
Yeah, that's the goal today. We're going to try to not cut anyone. Okay?
Yeah. No, totally. Yeah.
I think Alexi does a full like lizard blink, like one eye than the other.
Yeah. There's Basil's 1,000-yard stare. She was expecting snacks, and now there's just knives.
And now there's work.
Yeah, I think he's a little more lucid than maybe Basil right now, but is more so just like,
oh yeah.
He came here for promise of food, and now there is knife. So what going on? Is that's his current like thought process? While also being
knives.
Yeah, while also being slightly inebriated. You know?
Yeah, because
I like to imagine in like
all right.
Also the back of the class there's like two twin brothers who are there. They thought this was a blow off class. They're fucking around like pretending to fence and sword fight with the knives.
Oh no, she will literally like the second that starts happening, you ruler smack. No. No. We have one goal. One. I said.
Don't stab anybody.
One, she said calmly.
Calmly.
All right. Why don't we give you guys a control check here?
Okay.
I'm going to, for both of you,
Oh.
because you are obviously not sitting here, I'm going to go ahead and use fear to increase the DC.
Oh boy. This is essentially, I feel like adding fear is like this game's equivalent to like disadvantage.
Basically.
Okay, alright, come on. Do me right. Oh, okay.
I love the extra fear.
Okay. I actually did really well.
Oh.
Math. 21 with hope.
All right. How's Alexi doing?
Okay, here we go. I don't have any experiences that can help with this.
Yeah, I don't think any of mine would help either.
Oh, that's not as high, but at least it's with hope for fucking once. I got an 11 with hope.
Hey.
Heyo.
Well, I did increase the DC with the fear, so.
Bitch.
Unfortunately.
My...
So it's not that bad. Like, Basil helps you like get into the correct position. But you're basically, the motion is just kind of difficult for you to get fully down.
I think he's much more like knowledgeable of like he can skin an animal. He can skin an animal and he can cut the meat into chunks and he can get rid of organs. But this is like fine work. This is like like we're mushroom people. We don't do much in the way of cooking. When we do eat flesh, it's usually just carve a piece off and eat it, and maybe do something to and even maybe do something to preserve it. And even then, preservation is not all that kind of necessary considering what we are, right?
Yeah.
So it's like a lot of these finer things. He's like, this is weird.
Yeah, no, for sure. It's like, Julienne. What do you mean, Julienne?
And like holding the knife with the mushroom hand is also a little weird.
Oh yeah, with your freaking tentacle fingers you got on your one hand. Just that will.
All right. Yeah. But Basil, you do great. You're a natural
Sweet.
for some reason.
She's a druid.
Look,
All the time cutting up the glow dust has given you a knife. You know what you're doing.
I think, honestly, I feel like Basil just, like... You know, like sometimes... In all honesty, I feel like if her life had been different, maybe cooking would have been her calling. You know what I mean? Like there's
Maybe
like,
it still
like
is.
There's like an innate talent in her when it comes to like cooking stuff, but she's never nurtured it because she's been too busy.
But when she gets really high, she'll
Oh, she's definitely cooked up some real wild concoctions when
Munchies, man.
Yeah, those munchies good. And you know what? Some of them pretty banger.
Also goat stomach, so
Yeah.
True
too.
that. Yeah. She'll eat just about anything. She's not picky.
So for your end of the week check, go ahead and give yourself advantage.
Fuck yeah, let's go. Oh
Man.
man.
We need to do something for Callie and Will.
I
They
think
haven't done anything.
I think we both have let's see. I think we both have rites and rituals of Pale Flame.
Oh, all right then.
Oh boy.
Yep, you guys are going into.
Oh, to clarify, that's different than etiquette of the pale flame, right?
Correct.
Okay, good. Because I'm like, wait, I have that class. We're good. We're good. Every class. All right.
Oh my god.
Etiquette is the wording, and then rites and rituals is like the literal like way to worship the pale flame, way to worship it.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, she's not learning that part.
But walking into the class itself is Jewel.
Oh.
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 Ha.
Everyone sit down and immediately shut up.
I can work with this.
And she's mean.
Our class sign-up's still available.
Sure.
No, that's an Arsenal. Alexi.
Yeah, that's Arsenal and LD.
Over here, like, hey, let's sign up for that class.
Just hey. Anyway, sorry.
But Raven has been she kind of is standing at the front of the class, foot sit down, even before like the bell rings. Like she's obviously already like, come on, let's get this going.
Rex is here.
Oh,
Hello.
In the chat, I mean.
How do you do, fellow
play.
students?
But Raven is when she teaches, she is very much a by the book type of teacher. She'll essentially quite literally throw books at everybody at the start and tell you, these are your new words to live by. You're going to live them, you're going to breathe them. Understand me?
Yes.
Yes, ma'am.
Good. But yeah, she starts going on about the different histories of ritual, how they've started to change over time, becoming more focused, than anything else, focused on the act of burning objects as a offering to the solace itself. That has become one of the major rituals that are being taken place nowadays at Solace Gate. But she'll have you all enact a ritual immediately.
Okay.
How about a presence check from both to perform?
Alright. Presence. Okay. Let's see.
It's getting wild up in here. The chat's getting wild.
Oh god, what's chat doing?
Echo's putting Rex in their place for this.
Oh no. Alright. Let's see. I'm going to use Burn a Hope to use one of my experiences. I'm going to use Nana's notes.
Yeah, that is.
And think back on just some of the things that I've read from the notebook. Like real quickly, like before I go up, I'm like flipping through the book before putting it back down. It's like, okay. Up we go.
Nana was very religious.
So that
Nana isn't.
right. That is a 13 with hope. So I'm just going to get that hope right back.
And I rolled
I forgot to pay my fear to increase the.
You did a what now, boy?
So.
5 with hope.
Oh.
Is that adding both of the dice?
Yes.
Oh god.
You were like,
oh no.
That's rough, buddy.
You were brought to the solace. So like, she's like essentially set up a piece of the solace on her desk, right? And you are to bring an object that you wish to burn as an offering, right? You like fumble it completely and like drop it under her desk.
Oh lord.
And you have to get down and go and get it.
But it is salvageable.
Yeah, it's salvageable. You finish it, but you are definitely going to have disadvantage on your anxiety.
Wonderful.
I think when we get back to our seats, Callie's just gonna give him like a little pat on the shoulder. Okay, it's your first time having to do this in front of people. It takes a bit to get used to this.
Oh, yep. I know it'll be better next time for sure. I'll just keep going.
Yeah.
And the entire time she is tapping her foot while you're dropping. Like she is full attitude. Like really. But yeah. So, I believe everybody's had a pass for the day. We're gonna sort of fast forward a little here. And why don't we turn this into end of week? How about that?
Oh no.
Keep doing.
So, everybody, calculate out your own specific DC.
own specific DC.
So separate out your. So
10
it is 10
plus
any
any
additional classes.
Oh, okay. So
How many main core classes are there?
For you specifically, you have a couple extra
because
you're a mage.
Yeah,
Yeah.
mage and bard.
right, because modern magic and history of magic are required for
Yeah.
The
magic
casters, yeah.
casters. So
Survival, monster studies, right?
monster studies,
Yeah, monster
survival,
studies, survival,
combat tactics,
combat. Solus 101.
expedition methodology.
Yep. And then everything else.
Does music 101 count as extra or part of the...
That is part of yours because
Okay.
you are a bard.
History of
So-
Saul's Gate was required.
That is no, history of Solskate is not required.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I believe I have History of Saul's Gate, Known History, are both extracurriculars, so
Yep.
that'd be added to your. Yeah,
Oh,
'cause
dear.
I have because not counting Modern Magic and History of Magic, then I have a 14 DC.
Yeah,
I have a
mine's
16 DC.
13.
I think mine's-
Yeah, I
Yeah,
have a 16 as well.
mine's
For
Oh,
everything
oh,
you studied, reduce the DC by
Mhm.
1.
I have 15.
Oh wait, we can reduce it by 1.
If
Oh, I
if
get-
you
Every
did
time you
if you
study.
spent
Every time you study.
studied,
Oh, I get to
Yeah.
reduce it by 2 then, so I only have to
Okay.
do 14.
you have to do a 14. Yeah.
So then 12 because I studied once.
Okay.
And I get advantage, so I get to.
You
I
get add a D6.
Oh, I added
And then-
D6. Okay.
And then is the roll
Um,
is it just a straight 2d12 roll, or is it tied to a thing?
It is going to be a knowledge. We'll go through knowledge.
Yes!
Okay.
Can I use my privileged knowledge experience to add to this?
I would argue that yes, you could.
Okay, that helps a lot. That's a +4.
Yes! Fucking yes! Finally!
Crit?
No, not a crit, but it's just finally high with hope. I have a 20 with hope.
20 with hope.
I am so
But,
glad I had that advantage.
Don't forget, Percy, you have disadvantage, so what you do is you take a extra D6 and you subtract that.
Okay, that's 5 with fear.
Oh, buddy.
Oh,
Oh, buddy.
I
it
also
hurts.
I got a 9 with fear.
Oh no.
Oh,
And how goes it,
Well-
Miss Stranger?
The rules have already been stated here
Yep.
for the grading. That is 2 Fs in this one.
I
So
got
you
a
gain
17.
3 anxiety both.
I got a 17 with fear.
17 with fear, so that is a pass with fear. So you'll gain 1 anxiety.
Oh boy. Oh boy. That's 6
Man.
already.
Man, just taking that one hit, Alexi has no anxiety, 20 with hope. He's cruising now.
Alexa's doing good.
I just barely hit my DC was 13 and I got a 14 with hope. That was with the advantage. I was really lucky because I got a 5 on that D6. I was like, oh no.
I have a question.
Oh, wow. So you got a pass with hope?
Yes.
Alright, so you get to reduce 2 anxiety.
What are you saying, Will?
Oh yeah, so
if-
if we accumulated anxiety last time, we would still have that same amount, right? Now?
Yes.
Okay. and
Anxiety
then-
is.
all right.
Until you
Keeps
do
going.
something. Until you do something to get rid of it. Yeah.
Yep.
Which
How-
drugs?
what's
drugs are not the only way to get rid of it, right? Like there's like you can.
Drugs are one way to handle it.
Right. Right.
What's the other ways?
Okay, so you can, during a long rest, right, you can reduce your anxiety by 5 by taking one of your long rest actions, relaxing.
Yeah, basically chill the fuck out.
You are heavily chilling out. That means you don't get to like do a study action or do any other actions that you would. There's actually one other thing that you guys can all do. There are extracurriculars as well. So, like clubs or jobs, if you would like.
Okay.
We really are just playing Persona.
Yeah.
We're playing Persona. I love this. This is great.
So
I made a very complicated game for my first Daggerheart campaign. I went ham.
So for the Qatar,
and we love it.
I love it.
For the two Qatari, what's that put your guys' anxiety at?
I'm at a 4.
Ugh.
4.
I'm at a 6.
Ugh.
Ooh, yay.
Alice is dying.
Alice, if you want some extracurriculars, you can always cave and come talk to Basil.
Not Basil, Azo maybe.
I think
and Azo will send you to me.
I fully think these three are like racked right now. They're just like trying to get homework and classes done, like because it's the end of the week, right? So it's like trying to study, trying to get you're not getting the bags under your eyes yet, but your hair's getting a little disheveled because you're busy, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Alice is probably starting to get some bags.
Alice had the bags coming in.
Yep.
She's just not wearing makeup for once, just to hide the bags, just so no one asks her if she's okay anymore.
I do.
Like the study headband has come out.
Yeah.
So Callie's hair is like almost in one of those like full elastic ones that just push everything back.
She's probably also just living in the library, like at this point.
Alice has like a little makeshift fort hidden under one of the desks in the library, just like reading all the time, not stopping.
I think at one point Basil is like passing through the library, not to use it, just passing through. And passes.
The books smell nice.
The books smell nice. And
making some deliveries.
She passes Alice, like gets a good whiff and is like, "Oh, you kind of smell like the corner of my shower."
The corner.
I'm sorry. What did you just say? She closes her book slowly, looks at her very confused, like, did I hear you right?
He's off in the corner of the thing. He was reading a book on flowers, and he just kind of closes the book and looks between you two. Well, I'm not saying anything.
What do you mean I smell like the shower? What are you trying to say?
No, I didn't say you smell like I said you smell like the corner of my shower.
Yes, because that distinction makes such a difference. Yes, continue.
I feel like Callie, who's also been in the library, kind of like leans back from the table, like literally right fucking next to them.
Have you?
It's like she's trying to tell you should do product.
You should do what?
Your product, Basil.
Oh no, I was trying to say that she smells kind of like rotting plants. I think she's been in the library for like 3 days. And
There's this thing called deodorant and perfume. I'm not that bad smelling, okay?
The perfume is getting a little strong. Layering doesn't work.
I'm just saying, Alice, you gotta take care of yourself. You can't just like... There's other things besides the library. And
library
your
is all I've ever
classes.
known. I have known just the library. I don't know anything else, so I'm just gonna...
Also, she is definitely just like giving you a hard time. Don't take Basil too seriously.
Alice is in full panic mode. She cannot take anything else but seriously. Like, as Basil walks away, she's, like, sniffing her shirt, like, am I that bad? Like, he sniffs the book, like, do I smell like books?
I'm just saying, if you ever get
not books.
If you ever get a good whiff of a rotting log, it's pretty similar. And she just keeps walking.
She looks around to see
away.
She looks around to see if she can see Alexi just, like, get sniffed and be like, is that how bad I smell right now? Hold on.
I don't have a form of reference. I sort of carry the smell of petrichor everywhere I go.
That's fair. That's fair.
That's cool.
Petrichor is fine by me. I love it. That's the smell of rain.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh,
So good.
Good
Petrichor.
stuff, yeah.
love that rain smell.
Yeah. So everywhere Alexi goes, you just have the faint smell of like distant rain.
I love that.
That's just gotta be calming, like...
Love how petty she is.
I do. Just to add a little bit to the like, what the fuck have I gotten myself into for some of these guys? I think maybe one of them has seen Alexi go to like the cafeteria when he's got a bit of the munchies, and when he eats normally, he'll just use the dragon mouth as it normally is. Definitely, when he's got munchies, it's a little hard to like restrain himself. So how his bottom jaw, one half of it is kind of like mushroomy, where it's like making up for the fact that he only has half of an actual bottom jaw. That's also because the bottom jaw splits.
Whoa.
I knew I didn't like where this was going.
Freaky.
So when he gets really hungry and he goes to just eat something, he's not even going to bother taking bites. He's going to like eat the tray. The top jaw opens and the bottom jaw splits.
That's amazing.
And then several.
Oh, God.
Yeah.
Okay.
No, thank you. I
would
not
add
like
Perfect.
that.
I love it.
Yeah. Just to add to the like, this is if this week hasn't been enough. Now I have to deal with that.
With that, why don't we call the session for now? Because we're gonna have to like actually stop. We're role playing way too much at this point. We're like full role play, but yeah.
We're playing game, Jake. You gotta give us adventure. I'm joking.
But we'll make that. You guys can go ahead and do your action. That. I do suggest, if you can, do a relax action. Heal some of your anxiety if you have.
Yeah.
Don't be stupid and just continuously study.
Okay.
I don't know. I got really high earlier and it got rid of all my anxiety. And I passed my classes for the week.
I crit on my strength roll to against my dependency. 11.
Oh my goodness.
That's amazing.
Have I incorporated it fully into my system now?
Yeah, you've cleared off. You just cleared off the dependency.
Yep. I think the dependency is fully cleared, and I think now it has been assimilated, and there are a small section of all of the different species of mushroom will be that specific type of mushroom that just grows now.
That's amazing for Basil and for Alexi.
Yeah, because you're just an extra dealer now.
Yeah.
She's-
And it's
she'll give
not
you a
his
cut.
fault. Is it if it's illegal? Is it racist to get him? It's just part of him.
It's not illegal.
Yeah.
You literally had a teacher like
Straight up
Yeah.
say you should get high more. In general to students.
yeah.
I
Yeah.
feel like Callie's like weekend downtime is just I'm going to a cafe. It just goes and like completely fucks off. no. I need to be away for a little bit. This was a lot more than I thought.
Speaking of like cooking.
Yep.
So I was like thinking this was like something I was like just thinking about earlier. Like earlier today because I was just like, thinking about character stuff. Like how like one of the things with like Percy and Callie with the
fish.
with the fish, and I was like, I feel like Basil has something kind of similar in like a food that like she grew up eating, but it's more of a druid thing. It's more to do with like druid than it is to do with like being a faun. And like I sort of imagined like a weird like kimchi, but like like it's not so much like a cabbage. It's just like a very weird kimchi that like she grew up eating. Just like fermented, like these like fermented vegetables. It's very spicy, has a very strong smell. Like it is.
I mean, there's kimchi radishes, which are.
That's true. There is like kimchi radishes. Yeah.
Yeah, which are also good and sour and spicy.
True.
And...
It's very true. I do love like a pickled radish, like a kimchi. Oh god, yeah.
Will and I could fuck up a Korean barbecue.
Oh god, I love.
And we have several times.
Barbecue. I love Korean barbecue so much. Oh
Orange.
my god.
That I ate while we were playing.
But yeah, she basically she spends her downtime making kimchi. Making druid kimchi. Hmm?
Oh.
What do you think it would be like named?
Oh, I don't know.
Well, there's your homework for next week.
Yeah.
I think
Come with a name.
I think Alexi might spend a little time swapping stories with Percy of like living on the outside. You know what was, because we both live outside the gates. We live out in nature. We're both wildborn.
What's the craziest thing both of you have seen?
The first thing that came to mind was like a damn nature you scary kind of thing where I just noticed something.
That's the entire world. Damn nature you scary.
But like I'm talking about, I mean, not to be like macabre, but it's like you know like those like videos of like animals in like Africa and stuff like that, where it's like lions are like eating the young of some like like
gazelle
grazing.
Or what have you.
Yeah, like that kind of thing, like that I guess just for some reason one time looking upon that really got to him, and it made him stop and think about life and about nature. That for some reason that sticks out to him as the craziest thing he's seen. But
creatures in Veylthorn typically have very not typical hunting methods. General. What weird thing did the thing do? Did the monster do here that let it catch its prey?
Like let it get real weird. Think like
let it
get to like Adventure Time, the deer with the hands level of weird.
Yeah, there you go.
Well, in that case, I guess maybe I would have noticed it being like uncharacteristically sadistic in how it hunted down this particular, and how it hunted its prey, like it what? Maybe it like ripped off a leg and kind of then let it hobble for a while. Yeah, and then let it suffer and just watched it from a distance. Yeah. Like that would be a crazy thing to see happen in nature, because it's like, dude, there's no reason this.
Why would you do this?
Yeah, just take.
If you're just hungry, why?
Just get your sustenance already. Not this, please. Yeah.
I think Alexi's tribe of Draconiceps have a lot of like stories of like strange things that happen out in the wilds because they're protected a lot by where they're just by where they are, deep in this like very rare clear, like this clearing in this dense redwood forest was only created because that
not
massive
redwood, bloodwood.
yeah, but like the equivalent
the
of like
trees bleed.
Yeah, that's normal for us though. But like they're like, I would say they're like almost equivalent of like redwoods, where they're like massive, but the difference is that it's very dense. They're like very like packed together, and that keeps larger creatures from really getting in there that well. The only reason that clearing even exists is because the dragon, whenever it died, it crashed there and ripped off a bunch of trees with it. But I think there are stories of like smaller things that do live out there in the in the woods, in the forest, that are just like just different, just a little strange, just a little eldritch. Like think very cryptid almost, where it's like, oh, here are these monsters that everyone else might be, holy shit, that's fucking freaky. We have a story of those same species of monster, but like one of them is like not right. Like like the not deer thing. Yeah, something like that, where it's like some freaky monster that lives out in those woods. There's a story of one of like a variety of that monster that's essentially like the not deer. It like does things uncharacteristic of itself, like stares at like will sit and stare rather than immediately pounce. Or if it stalks you, you can always see it, but it'll never actually go for you until
like shambles around like it's already dead.
Yeah, like
stuff like that.
Yeah, a monster version of the not deer, basically. And I think most of it is stories. I think Alexi has seen something like that out there on one of his little trips of like hunting and gathering, that there was like a noise that sounded like one of the creatures that live out there. And I'll flesh out specifically more what it looks like later, but I'll say a noise that he knows it sounds like one of these creatures, but it was a little off. It began to almost mimic the like vibrations of the clicker language that they use to communicate. So it's like part of that clicker language plus whatever that creature is.
To start to mimic you, to try to get you to lure you out.
Oh, I
a little bit, yeah.
hate everything about everything that's happening right now.
And I think eventually something else, something a little bigger, like not as big as like some of the like giant creatures, but there are still some, like I'd say, like large cat type predators that can maybe live out there, kind of like treeborn
like lions.
Yeah, things like that. I think something might have spooked it or ruined its plan or what have happened, but there was a noise, there was a roar, there was a scuffle, then it was quiet, then he went to go check what happened, and there were some marks that maybe the scuffle was there, but not much else. So that's I think one of his like weirder things that's happened to him living out in the outside the gates.
Damn, that's wild.
Yeah, that's the kind of questions. That's the kind of thing that you guys can just jump in and like when you think something's, even like for the classes too, right?
Mm-hmm.
Go ahead and like if there's a cool idea, throw it in. I know that it's not intuitive because you're used to 5e, right?
Mm-hmm.
Having stuff for you, yeah.
Yeah, like the DM does it all. No, we are all DM.
we are
DM, comrade.
That'll take some getting used to.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, it's definitely.
Yeah.
Now I'm gonna have to text my friend who lives in the Appalachians and make some weird fuck shit.
Oh no.
The Appalachians are, older than
older than
life.
everything.
So I want to make some weird shit. Yeah, like I'm already gonna make a weird monster, and then this is the not version of that weird monster. Well,
all right.
I think that's our session tonight.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, so the rest you were talking about, for the long rest, that clears 5 anxiety? Okay.
If you relax.
If you relax.
Yes.
If you don't do any studying, then yes.
You have to relax for the entire long rest. It's going to take up your entire action.
I relax.
Okay. That also means don't like looking at the Solace books either.
That's fair.
I don't know. I know a lot of Christians that relax by reading the Bible.
They're psychopaths.
Yeah, I know. I grew up Catholic. What can I say?
I grew up Baptist.
Yeah, it gets weird, don't it?
It does.
Can Alice relax just by sitting in the library and reading some of the books she read during her childhood and reading over her old notes? As kind of a study, but kind of not. It's a refresh, but not actually studying. But still also relaxing.
Memory lane.
Yeah.
I know, but at the same time, though, you are literally still just trying to study more.
Not actively, just reading memory lane,
reading old diaries and notebooks and journals. You're not gaining anything new. You're just remembering what life was.
Yeah, her little notebooks.
You spend essentially your entire weekend in the library after spending your entire week.
We already know this isn't unusual for her. She doesn't. The dorms are an option. She lives in the library.
Very
she goes
well.
There to shower and maybe to sleep. That's it.
Will schlafen gehen.
Alice is going to literally crash and burn.
Yeah, but this counts as a rest, right? Still?
Sure. Yes.
Okay. Yeah, she's
can't be
gonna
perfect out the gate. That's something she's got to learn,
Yeah.
She's going to crash so hard.
Oh my god.
Oh yeah, this is gonna be ugly.
I'm gonna laugh so hard if Basil just keeps barely scraping by on these checks the whole time.
If you keep passing the dependency checks, that's the real thing that I'm gonna be
that'd be great.
That's gonna be the
accidentally herself into being sober.
You'll become a legend at this campus.
They do nothing.
Yeah, or do the echo route where it's just the drug has gotten to a point where it's just they do nothing. The drugs. Oh god.
It's I do more and more and more and nothing. It does nothing.
Start snorting it after a while.
Oh god.
I think it's safe to say that after that crit and proper assimilation because of my biology, that I can get a advantage on future drug checks.
That's pushing it.
on the next one singular drug check.
There you go.
There we go.
You're not getting a D6 to every time you want to reduce your anxiety.
Oh my god.
Well, we're probably going to talk a little bit more after session, but for now, that's it for the stream. So good night, everybody.
Yeah,
we'll be back
friends.
Monday. What the fuck am I doing?
We'll
We'll be back Monday with Dark Souls with the Green Man. I don't know about the rest of these chuckle fucks.
I ain't gonna
You'll
do
see me on
shit.
Thursday.
I'll see you guys on Thursday.
Yeah, right.
Yep. And be back here Thursday for Phantom Trail.
Yeah, we'll see if I sleep well tonight. I'll probably stream tomorrow.
Well,
Yeah. I'll be in a
freaking
hot air
Phantom
balloon.
Trail
at
is
that
in
time.
chaos mode right now.
Hot air balloon. Right. Good night, everyone.
Good night,
Good
chat.
night, everybody. Have a good night. Bye bye.